Let's get to the shelter as fast as we can. We can't be influenced by the moon. Something terrible could happen. Run as fast as you can.
Looks like the shelter's closed. We can't get in. What's going to happen to us?
Oh! We'll become like those skeletons who were villagers. We didn't make it to the shelter when it was open, and now we're going to suffer the same fate.
I guess we'll just have to wait here for the moment we lose our humanity to the moon. I'm already feeling very hungry, and the cold is getting to my bones.
Now we certainly won't be able to escape this disaster.
Did you see what's happening to the moon? It's kind of red, and I don't like it. I think there might be some kind of disaster.
I've seen it. It's terrible. Even if it's temporary, it still looks very dangerous.
The fog has turned red, too. It's not good. We should warn Mikey and build a shelter together. Let's go out of the village and see how the villagers react.
I also noticed that now there are some strange skeletons with the heads of the villagers walking around the village. I think we need to do something to stop them from becoming like that. I know for a fact that the moon is doing something to this place.
That's for sure. Best not to go near those skeletons. They sure don't look peaceful. Let's go around the village and go straight to Mikey's house. I hope he didn't become a skeleton. I never thought the moon could turn someone into a skeleton.
It's a good thing those skeletons aren't around our house, and I see they're not around Mikey's house either. So we're safe for now.
It's very close to these skeletons, so be careful. I think Mikey's already spotted them, so he's up to date. Now all we have to do is get him. Mikey, can you hear me? Do you see what's going on outside? We need to get out before it's too late. It's not safe inside.
I can see that. That's why I'm sitting at home. I thought about warning you and building a shelter, but I guess you beat me to it. Let's move to a place where we can build a bunker. But be careful. There's some weird skeletons in here.
Looks like these skeletons are harmless. If they wanted to, they'd hit us, so we can run through them. If he attacks, we can fight back since we're outnumbered.
That seems to be the case. If they were in our way, it would be more difficult. JJ, do you have a place in mind to build a shelter?
I have a shelter, but I built it just for me and my family, and it doesn't have a lot of furniture, but we can fix it up. So don't worry.
Where is the location of your safe house?
Not far from my house, literally behind it, by the river. We've already arrived. Once you see a couple of diamond blocks on the ground, you'll know.
I already do. So this is your hideout?
Yeah, go down there. I hope those skeletons don't follow us, because I'm unarmed. By the way, this shelter is made of diamonds, so no creatures can get in. Diamonds are stronger than iron, so don't worry about anyone getting in but us. Just don't let anyone in.
It looks safe. I hope it is. You've got no furniture and only one chest. How are we going to survive in here?
All the furniture we need is in the chest. I haven't had time to set it up. So you can take what you need and set it up however you like. Remember, we just have to survive the night, so don't get too comfortable and don't get used to it.
All right, but put the furniture where you like it. It's your sanctuary. All I care about is that we get through the night without becoming skeletons, and I don't care how the beds are arranged.
Great! I think it makes sense to put my family's beds on one side and yours on the other. But everything about the other furniture will be shared, and I won't divide it into sides. Everyone can use it whenever they want. Stocks won't be shared either. We're all one friendly family this night.
That's right. That's the kind of approach that will help us survive in such chaos. Hopefully in the morning everything will settle down, and this will be the last night I see this red moon and these skeletons of villagers in the village.
We're lucky they're not aggressive. We'd have a lot of trouble with them. I remind you that we have no weapons here as far as I can remember. Perhaps we should go home and get one, in case we need it.
Better not. Since we came here, we have to stay here. You never know what might be waiting for us on the surface.
You're probably right, but we'll still need to find out why this moon appeared. In the meantime, I'm almost done arranging the furniture we need. I've even got the equipment that will work, because without it, we're gonna die of boredom. But that's pretty much it. So, what do we do next?
We've been waiting a long time for morning to come, but it never does? Something's not right.
Maybe it's just been a little too long. Or maybe this night is just longer than usual. Maybe the fact that we're sitting here makes it seem like it's taking longer.
No, we need to get to the surface and find out what's going on. We're gonna sit here indefinitely if we don't do anything.
Are you sure we should go to the surface? It could be dangerous out there. Aren't you afraid we might also turn into those skeletons that walk through our village?
What else are we supposed to do? Let's go upstairs and see, but don't be afraid. Nothing will happen to you. Just for a couple of minutes, just to assess the situation.
Okay, let's take a look. I hope you don't turn us into skeletons. See, I guess the moon really does go away in the morning, huh? So, let's go back to the shelter.
No, we have to check the neighborhood and find out why this moon appeared, or we'll just keep running back here every night. If you don't want to come with us, then guard the shelter. How's that for a deal?
I agree. I'd rather sit in a shelter than try to find something that isn't there.
Well, I'll go on an expedition with my family. We'll find out the cause of this disaster. I'm sure it came about for a reason.
Then, good luck to you. Just don't stay too long and come back soon.
We'll be there soon, so don't miss us. We'll find the cause of the disaster.
All right, let's get back down to the shelter. Even though there's no moon in the sky, it's still dangerous to stay here because the red fog hasn't gone away.
Do you think we should just leave them like that? Who knows what lies ahead?
I think they know what they're doing. I'm not sure they'll be able to find the source of the problem. They'll probably come back after a while, but you have to be prepared that they might come back to us as skeletons. And to avoid becoming a skeleton ourselves, we need to get down to the shelter.
Wait, since we're here, let's get stuff from our house.
Okay, I see the moon is still there, but it's gone over the hills. Let's go home and get all the stuff we need, including the weapons we don't have. We also didn't bring supplies, like food and water. I hope the next night won't be any harder. In fact, I hope this red moon will never be over our village again.
Maybe Mikey will actually find something that will help us get rid of this horror, but I hope it's over after morning comes. I'm just worried about the villagers. I don't think they'll ever get back to normal.
Surely there are others who, like us, have decided to take some action to protect themselves. Unfortunately, the villagers who turned into skeletons were not so lucky. Now we have to think about keeping us safe. That's why I didn't go with Mikey. Because what's the point of us going out in the moonlight to look for the root of the problem if we can find it in the morning when the blood moon isn't shining on us?
You're probably right, but I can see why Mikey decided to go looking. I hope he's okay. We need to get back to the shelter. I think we took everything important.
I agree. We've been on the surface too long and we're lucky we didn't become skeletons. So it's best not to linger here. There's no point in being in a village that's cursed if we have a safe place where we can be sure we'll be safe.
We'll wait to hear from Mikey. If they're gone too long, we'll have to go looking for them. Who knows what might happen to them around the village?
Of course, that's out of the question now that we have guns. I'm just now thinking that I should have given him my weapon. Who knows what danger might await him?
He must have gone home on the way to get his weapon. At least I hope so. That's the first thing to do when you're walking through a dangerous place.
I'll put a clock here so we always know what time of day it is outside. Because when we were all sitting here together, it was hard to know whether the sun was shining outside or not.
It's not for nothing that we went to the surface. We took our weapons and watches, and these are the most necessary things we need in our situation.
Now we wait till morning. Looks like it's morning and Mikey's still gone.
We need to find them. Maybe they're in danger. They can't be gone that long.
Looks like the worst fears have been realized. Huh? Looks like they've been on the surface too long and have turned into skeletons because of it. That's terrible. I told Mikey not to go anywhere, and he wouldn't listen to me. In that case, I need to finish what he started. I remember which way he ran, so I'm going that way too. Maybe he did find something. We should check it out. Daylight seems to be no barrier to these skeletons of villagers. So something more terrible than just turning into a skeleton really happened to Mikey. I think I'll find some answers behind his house. Looks like some kind of sorcerer's lair. He must be the one behind all this. We must neutralize him before he wreaks havoc on our village.
What are you whispering that I can't make out your words? Are you here for business or just to talk?
I've come to destroy you. I know it's your fault the village is under the curse of the blood moon.
Because this village has prevented me from resting here. Are you going to ask any more questions, or will you finally bend the knee to the new king?
You're a madman. You've made me lose friends and you think I'll bend the knee? It was stupid to order a man with a shotgun. This time his charms didn't save him. Unfortunately, Mikey didn't have a gun to deal with him, but I did. Mikey was right. The source of the blood moon was indeed not that far from the village. It was thanks to Mikey that I was able to save the village from that curse. Great. Now when morning came and the sorcerer was destroyed, all the villagers from the skeletons had their form back. So, I can't wait to see Mikey and his family again. It's so good to see the villagers and you, Mikey, and your family in full health, not in skeleton form.
It's good to see you too. You did a great job destroying that sorcerer. I didn't have a gun, so I couldn't do it.
If it wasn't for you, I never would have found that sorcerer. So here we all are, saving our village from future calamities. The important thing is that we're alive.